So this little bit right here just summarizes what we've said before. We have our right triangle. We can get the sine, cosine, or tangent of angle B, for example, by using SOHCAHTOA. So the sine of angle B is actually B over C, opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine of angle B is A over C, the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And the tangent of angle B is the opposite over the adjacent, B over A. And again, I included the triangle so that you could see if we had this angle where the opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse would be. So let's use this to solve a problem or two. So I'd like to solve the right triangle if I know side A is 6 and side B is 6. So if I want to solve it, remember that means I want to find the lengths of all the sides and the measure of all the angles. So since I know two sides, I could actually find the length of the third side using the Pythagorean theorem. So c squared equals 6 squared plus 6 squared equals 72. So c is the square root of 72, which gives me 6 root 2. So now I know the length of the side. Now I need the angles. We already know that angle C is 90 degrees. So to find angle A and B, we can use the two known sides. So the first thing I might do is say, well, the tangent of angle A is 6 over 6, right, opposite over adjacent is 1. And hopefully I remember from times gone by that the angle whose tangent is 1, hopefully remember this, is a 45-degree angle. Now I used a little bit of notation here that we haven't used yet, and we're going to come back to it. I actually said that A is the inverse tangent, and if you look at your calculator, if you do second tangent, you get the inverse tangent of 1, and that gives us 45 degrees. We will be spending, in the next section, we'll be spending a lot of time talking about this inverse tangent stuff. For right now, just think of it as going backwards. I know the value of tangent is 1, and I want to know what angle does that go with, and so it's a 45-degree angle. Now we know two angles because we have a right triangle, right? So we know that if we have our 45, and we know that our right angle is 90 degrees, so that tells us that the third angle has to be another 45-degree angle.